Street Topics. If you want to hear the raw truth, unfiltered, and you want your voice to be heard, this is a topic in the podcast for you. You got myself, C. Holmes, and we got Jasim, the veteran, and the OG that's going to bring it down. We're bringing you facts, raw truth, the word of the street that needs to be heard. We're not afraid to be controversial, and you know we rocking here down in that dirty South of Houston. Are you ready for the next episode of Street Topics? What up? It's of course C. Holmes as always. As we bring you a quick late night edition, we're going to talk about the recent event with Micael B. Jordan and of course I believe Delroy, which happened on an award show with the world. I'm gonna go ahead and bring down the music. Now, I'm going to cut us off too. So, yes, an incident happened at the award show while they were presenting an award, and a certain comment that was made. And before I dive into this just for a little bit, I think it's very important that I show this video first. That way you can understand how the perspective I'm coming from. But of course, Street Topics, have the right to your opinion. But I wanted to show this video first before I dive into my answer. So let me go ahead and get this clip ready, and so you can see what exactly happened. This came from the YouTube channel Entertainment Tonight. So I'm going to play a little bit of clip, and then I'm going to give my commentary on what happened. So let's get this rolled up on the screen. We have it here. Let's go ahead and hit play of what was just said.
Good evening. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
That moment at the BAFTA Awards leaving viewers in shock.
We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen.
Micael B. Jordan and his Sinners co-star Delroy Lindo hit with the N-word from the crowd while presenting the award for Best Visual Effects.
Good evening. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
John Davidson, the man who yelled the racial slur, has Tourette's syndrome and actually interrupted the program a few times. His life with the motor disorder, which can cause explicit, involuntary verbal outbursts, was the inspo behind the nominated film I Swear.
Off, you wanker.
Well, it's nice to meet you too.
Sorry.
We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen.
Visual effects can create spectacle, but the best work serves character and story.
Micael and Delroy keeping their cool on stage. A source telling ET the actors found the incident jarring and disappointing, but Micael was still in good spirits after the fact.
Oh, you always take it a day at a time.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight.
Host Alan Cumming addressing the incident head-on.
If you've seen the film I Swear, you will know that film is about the experience of a person with Tourette's syndrome. Tourette's syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette's syndrome has no control over their language. We apologize if you were offended.
The BBC, which broadcast this.
All right, let's see. Well, there you have it. The clip of the BAFTA Awards and the guy that basically, I'm not even worried about his name. I'll put it back in, I'm pretty sure in the comments, that had the tics. Now, let me go ahead and first say this. I know someone personally that has Tourette's like that and has their tics and much more. And he was also a good friend of mine, and that, he pretty much dedicates his time and it brings awareness. And he got through the episode and he had to have his moments. But during the entire time, he didn't say anything out of line. With that said, my problem with this is, okay, yes, I get tics and stuff happen, but it's the use or the N-word that was actually used during the presenting of the word. So let's be honest. Two males came on stage. Out of all the words that you could have thought of, and even if it's uncontrollable, that word hit your mind to say, and even if you didn't have control, it was still in your heart. Now I know they made a defense like you have no control of what you're saying and much more. I do get that, but there still is the question of the person's heart, because that, to me, in my personal opinion, means that you were thinking that when these two gentlemen got on stage, and the fact that they, the actual person didn't actual do an actual apology, but it was like made a statement. Well, we apologize because something of that nature that happens, and they have no control of certain verbiage and things like that. So we're just going to ignore the use of the N word altogether. And the original person who said it doesn't apologize either. It's like a slap in the face. It's like disrespect. If anything, take accountability. Like, I would have had some kind of understanding if the person said, I apologize. What I said was completely wrong. I hope you accept my apology, and da, da, da. And he said something around that nature, and then giving support for their great contribution to the filming and much more. No, it was like a statement that, oh, we apologize on behalf of. Okay, so the person is not taking accountability for what was said out loud, which people are going to replay thousands and thousands of times and look at this, and it's like no remorse. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I believe is wrong with society at times. It's like when a person does certain actions and needs to face accountability, it's always like a slap of the wrist, or we just like, oh, it will get better, but no actual action is made to make things better. And this was definitely disrespect, because if anything, he should have made an apology immediately, not just wait for everybody else on the internet and social media to start complaining for them to think that they should offer an apology now, because this just shows the person's character and what's really on their heart even more. So if you were really sincere and sorry about what was said, you wouldn't hesitate to do something to give back to the community and stay in a good rapport with them. But instead, you make statements like this. And these kind of things like this, we need to stop letting get away, because if it was in somebody else's shoes, or somebody else said something like that, it would be like World War III, because they're not going to tolerate that. And I think we need to start taking control and letting people held accountable for their actions, words, or whatever things that they do and get involved with, because it shows the true nature of who they are. So, with that said, yes, unfortunately, he got hurt. Hopefully, speedy recovery. But it's just crazy how things like this happen, and it's just a slap in the wrist and not taken serious, because these racial slurs need to be held accountable. Like, I'm not gonna say because you two make stuff about. It's kind of interesting how a statement can be made about an individual months ago, when he got assassinated, and there's all protection from that. But when someone says similar or just as bad slurs, we protect the person that actually said it. How are we going to ever heal? How are we going to make the person take accountability for their actions? And how are we going to move forward when this happens time and time again? So that's my take on it. Person should have apologized. This is disrespectful, and it's just another slap in the face. But that's my spill on it. What is your take? Do you believe that they did enough to apologize to the audience for the use of the words? Or do you believe that the guy actually had something heavy on his heart, which he looked at different people in a negative way, and then it just came out through the text? I mean, all this question and much more. You can place your answers and much more in my comments, and subscribe and much more. But other than that, it's a quick episode on that. I want to bring an attention to that, because we need to move forward and stop letting these things happen. Stop not holding people accountable for use, because that is not any kind of words of encouragement. If anything, that pretty much hurts people as things go by. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep the conversations going. Share your point of views because the street top is just your voice, and it does really matter. I guess as I close this out and I start this music up playing a little bit, how stand your ground on what you believe and never retort, because your voice matters, your morals, values, and you should never allow someone to think otherwise. Stand on something or say nothing at all. But again, make sure you share, subscribe. It's another episode of Street Topics. I hope you enjoyed, and let's put an end to all these negative comments that is said about my post prime time. And that, peace. Get out next time.